structured and standard of question for Ctet July. The items, I will explain the full detailed syllabus about the examination. As you know, for the standards, like for which standard you need to sit for two paper 1 and paper 2. The test item on child development and pedagogy will focus on educational psychology of teaching and learning relevant to the age group of 6 to 11. They will focus on understanding the characteristics and need of diverse learner, interaction with learner, and the attributes and quality of a good facilitator of learning. The test item in language 1 will focus on the proficiency related to the medium of instruction. The test item in language 2 will focus on the element of language, communication and comprehension ability. Language 2 will be a language other than language 1. A candidate may choose any one language as language 1 and other as language 2 from the available language options and will be required to specify the same in the confirmation page. The test items in mathematics and environmental study will focus on the concepts, problem solving ability and pedagogical understanding and application of the subjects. In all this subject area, the test item will be evenly distributed over different divisions of the syllabus of that subject prescribed. The questions in the test for paper 1 will be based on the topics prescribed in syllabus of the NCERT for class 1 to 5, but the difficulty standard as well as linkages could be up to the secondary stage. Paper 2 for class 6 to 8, the elementary stage, and the content will be like this: child development and pedagogy, 30 MCQ and 30 marks. As I have already mentioned in my other video that it will be 2.5 hour structure. Mathematics and science 60 MCQ for 60 marks, or social study or social science 60 MCQ and 60 marks. Language 1 30 MCQ 30 marks, language 2 30 MCQ 30 marks. So this is the structure. The nature and standard of question. The test items on child development and pedagogy will focus on educational psychology of teaching and learning relevant to the age group of 11 to 14 years. They will focus on understanding the characteristics, needs and psychology of diverse learner, interaction with learner and the attributes and quality of a good facilitator. The test item in language 1 will focus on the proficiency related to the medium of instruction. The test item in language 2 will focus on the element of language, communication and comprehension ability. Language 2 will be a language other than language 1. A candidate may choose any one language as language 1 and other as language 2 from the available language option and will be required to specify the same in the confirmation page. So the test items in mathematics and science, social study or social science will focus on the concept, problem solving ability and pedagogical understanding and application of the subject. The test item of mathematics and science will be of 30 marks each. The test item will be evenly distributed over different divisions of the syllabus of that subject. The question in the test for paper 2 will be based on the topic prescribed in syllabus for NCERT for class 6 to 8, but their difficulty standard as well as linkages could be up to for the senior secondary stage. Language of the question paper, main question paper will be bilingual, means Hindi or English. As per NCT notification, a person who scored 60% or more in the TET exam will be considered as test pass. So one needs to score 60%. School management may consider giving concession to person belonging to SC/ST. This can be there. Now let us come to the main syllabus. So we know there are two paper 1 and paper 2, and one who wants to give for 1 to 5 and 6 to 8 needs to sit for both the examination. Now paper 1, you can also give for the money amount is 1,000 and 1,200 for different examination. If one wants to sit for only one examination, then it's one paper. If one wants to sit for two examination, then it's two paper. So let us discuss about the first paper. The first paper starts with child development and pedagogy, the child development, concept of development and its relationship with learning, principles of the development of children, influence of heredity and environment, specialization process, social work and children, Piaget, Kohlberg and Vygotsky, concept of child-centered and progressive education, critical perspective of the construct of intelligence, multidimensional intelligence, language and thought, gender as a social construct, concept of inclusive education and understanding children with special needs. So there are 5 questions: addressing learner from diverse background, addressing the need of children, addressing the talented, creative, specially bar learner, learning and pedagogy, how children think and learn, how and why children fail to achieve success in school performance, basic process like what we do, right? Basic process of teaching and learning children. Child as a problem solver and a scientific investigator, alternative conceptions of learning in children, cognition and emotion, motivation and learning, factors contribute to learning, personal and environment. Mathematics, we will have 30 questions, geometry, shapes and spatial understanding, solid around us, number, addition, subtraction, multiplication, weight, measurement, time, volume, data handling, pattern, money. What it comes from 1 to 5. Pedagogical issue, nature of mathematics, logical thinking, understanding children's thinking and reasoning, pattern and strategy of making meaning and learning, place of mathematics in curriculum, language of mathematics, community mathematics, evaluation through formal and informal method, problem of teaching. On EVS, family and friend relationship, work and play, animal, food, shelter, water, travel, things we make and do. Pedagogical issue, concept and scope of EVS, significance of EVS, environmental study, learning principles, scope and relation to social science, language comprehension, pedagogy of language development, language 2 unseen prose passage with question on comprehension, grammar and verbal ability, learning and acquisition, principle of language teaching, role of listening and speaking, remedial teaching. Now coming to paper 2, those who want to sit for 6 to class 8 examination, what will be the study material or what one needs to study for the same? The child development and pedagogy, again consisting of this syllabus, concept of development, principle of the development of children, influence of heredity, socialization process like teacher, parent and peer, Piaget, Kohlberg and Vygotsky, concept of child-centered and progressive education, critical perspective of the construct of intelligence, multidimensional intelligence, language and thought, gender as a social construct, individual differences, distinction between assessment for learning and assessment of learning, concept of inclusive education and understanding children, learning and pedagogy, mathematics and science, so knowing with number, playing with number, whole number, negative number, fraction, introduction to algebra like ratio, proportion, basic geometrical idea, 2D, 3D shapes, symmetry. There are certain things and construction, the geometry part which is there. Data handling is also there because from class 6 we know that this part is from the statistics, easy part. The statistics like tally to little bit some extent, these parts are there as it comes in class 6 syllabus, right? You know, pedagogical issue, nature of mathematics, place of mathematics in curriculum, language of mathematics, community mathematics, evaluation, under science, source of food, components of food, cleaning food, material of daily use, electric current and circuit, magnet, nature and structure of science, natural science, understanding and appreciating science approaches, observation, remedial teaching. Then social studies, history and civics are there. Where from class 6 it is divided into two parts. Okay, history book and one is civics book. When, where and how, the first farmers and herders, the first city, early states, new idea, first empire, contacts with distant, because on class 5 only they start with little bit about the Gandhi, the disobedience act and all those things, new kings and kingdoms, Sultan of Delhi, architecture, creation of an empire, social change, regional culture, establishment of company power, rural life and society, colonialism and tribal society, geography as a social study and a science, planet, globe, environment, air, water, human environment, then social and political life like diversity, government, local government, making a living, democracy, state government, understanding media, unpack gender, constitution, pedagogical issues to be understood. And under the language 1 there is language comprehension consisting of reading unseen passage to passage, one prose or drama and one poem with question, pedagogy of language development, learning and acquisition, principle of language teaching, role of listening and speaking, IT as a tool, critical perspective on the role of grammar in learning, language 2 is comprehension, 2 unseen prose passage. So this is the whole syllabus. There are procedure which you obviously know that you need to come before. It's very good when you come before. So this is a whole syllabus about the Ctet examination. There are only today's it's April, May, June. You have 3 months left, so you can easily complete this syllabus, right? So do it very quickly. Best of luck to everyone, and please to subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you for watching.